Today I'm going to use a cloud code and AI to build a fully functional productivity app from the scratch in just one day without writing most of the code myself. So before we move forward, if you have an amazing app idea but you don't have a time or skills to develop an app, don't worry, my team will develop the app for you. So you can search for my startup name, which is an app crafting. At app crafting, we transform ideas into powerful, beautiful mobile experience. Whether you are a startup or a business ready to scale, we design, build, and launch your app fast, professional, and ready for the world. You can just fill out the contact form and get a quote. Just fill out your name, your last name, and your email and your requirements as well. And after submitting this form, my team will reach you out to develop your app for both Play Store and App Store. And now we are going to create a habit generator app where this app will going to create a simple daily productivity routine for us as I have shown you. Right now, to do that, I'm going to use a Claude AI, and we are going to move to the Claude AI. And first we are going to tell a Claude to design the onboarding screen and the other screen, then give me the complete code for that. So here we have just moved to the Claude, and in this website we are going to just pass a prompt, and according to the prompt the Claude will design our complete app. Right now here I just need to use a Sonnet version 4.6, as I have explained you before also that it is one of the best version that you can use if you are writing a code for the app. Right now here I just need to pass a prompt, as a prompt plays a big role if we want to get a perfect detail from an AI. Okay, now here what I need to do is that I need to just tell that I am creating a app where the AI will create I'm creating an app where the AI will create a simple daily productivity routine productivity routine. So first I need an onboarding screen where you can add some engaging text. Engaging, if you pass a wrong spelling also, so don't need to worry that you need to pass a correct spelling. If you pass a wrong spelling, the AI going to read that exactly. Okay, so I'm going to just write engaging, where you can add some engaging text and the button to continue. I need some brilliant design to be done so that it looks really great. Okay, now this is the prompt that I can pass, and I'll just tell the Claude to first design this page. Okay, basically onboarding page. So let's send this and let's see what result we get from a Claude. So reading a front-end design skill. So we'll just wait. Crafting your first impression. Okay, animating the magic moments, polishing every pixel, crafting your first impression. One more thing I will tell you that if you haven't followed my channel, then you can follow my channel, because I have also created some other apps by using other AIs like ChatGPT, Google AI Studio, Gemini, and I've used a Claude many times before as well. So you can follow my channel and you can find other thing as well. Okay, so this is the page that Claude is trying to create. Okay, so it is writing something, okay, that I can see. Now AI powered daily planning. Now this is the logo, I think so. This is the logo. Your best day every single day. Your best day is every single day. Okay, answer a few quick questions and your AI will craft a personalized daily routine built around your energy, goals, and life. Adapts to you. Your routine evolves as your goals, habits change over time. Time block structure, deep work, rest, everything in between. Ready in 60 seconds, just a few answers, and your routine is ready to go. Okay, so this is the thing, and it has told me that they have used a dark atmospheric background with softy drifting color orbs of purple and teal. I've used the Claude before as well in my one of my video, and I've told them to create a design. I see that they tried to create a design with the same background. If I tell a Claude right now that change a background because you try to use the same colors and all, because they are trying to create a every app with a dark theme. I don't know why. So this look very similar if you want to create more than one apps by using a Claude. So I'll just tell that I don't need this background because you have used that before also. Change the complete background design and redesign the image, redesign the screen perfectly. Perfectly. Okay, something like this. It's like redesign. Okay, now this is the thing. Now we'll send this. Let's see now what result we get from a Claude, because I rejected that design. I tell a Claude that you use the same colors and all. So let's see what result we get, right? Okay, so they try to use this design. Okay, Dayflow, your AI daily planner, owns your everyday. Actually, this design doesn't look good. It looks very basic. The last one was also really perfect because they tried to use some icons and all. But after telling them to change the design, it doesn't look up to the mark. Okay. So I'll just tell that it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. I need some really good design. But it should be very engaging for users who are using. Try to make it more colorful. Try to make it more colorful. Does Claude has a single design only? Does they can be perfect on this like dark theme only? That's a big question, because if they are only best in the dark theme, like designing and all, then it's not really best to use a Claude. Okay, but let's see what result we get. At a dark theme, the Claude gives us the best design, but they try to use the same color again and again. So that doesn't fit bad if you are trying to develop more than one app by using a Claude, right? This is the design that has been created by a Claude. I think so it's look great. Yeah. Now mixing a vibrant palette. Here is the complete design with a bold colorful build to pull the users in. Here what makes sense. This one work. Okay. Now one more thing I want to say, that if you have any better design in your mind, just try to pass that in a prompt. I think so if you be more specific in the prompt, the Claude will going to design that exactly. They have an idea in their mind, like they will going to design this by using a dark theme, but if you try to pass some specific detail about the design, I think so that going to give you the perfect design by Claude. Okay, so now I'll just tell that I need the Flutter code for this. Now I'm going to ask the code, and we are going to copy the code, and we are going to directly paste that in a VS Code and run the app just to see that what code has been written by Claude. Okay, so it's trying to write a code over here. We just need to wait. Okay, so here you can see that this is the complete code that has been given by Claude, and it has also tell me that please add a dependency. Basically this is the package that they have told me to add, so let's add that in the perspec.ml file under the dependencies section. Okay, something like this. Now I think so it's only a single package. Now they also told me that then in main.dart swap the font family like for Google font. Okay, now this is the thing. Now let's directly copy the code, and we just need to paste that. Okay, so let's copy the code, and in the main.dart I'm going to directly paste this something over here. Okay, now let's first save all the file. Let's first save all the file, and it simply says me that the margin is non-negative and it's not true. Then in main.dart, swap the font family line for a Google font. So this is the error that I am facing over here. Now, if everything we are doing with an AI, so why we are going to use our brain? So let's paste this error and tell the Claude to solve it, right? So I'm going to just take a screenshot of it, okay? Now I'm going to attach this, something like this, and we are going to send this directly. The error is that margin is not falling because your margin is left, okay. Flutter doesn't allow a negative margin or container. Let me fix this layout. Okay, so they are trying to fix that. So fixed Flutter onboarding screen, negative margin replaced with a transform translate for avatar. Okay, so they are trying to fix the code that has been given by Claude. There was some error. I've tried to send the error to a Claude and they're trying to fix that. So let's see what result we get right now. Okay, so at the first time we got a wrong code from a Claude. He is also an AI. Okay, he also can't do everything really perfect, but this is what it is, right? Okay, so this is the updated code now has been sent by a Claude. Now let's directly copy this first. Okay, so I'm going to directly copy this and let's paste this. Maybe now the error will be gone. Let's paste this. Okay, yeah, so let us restart the app. Now the error has been gone. Now when I hot restart the app, you can see that how the things has been displayed in the manner. If you notice that it looks really great. Okay, now the word has been displayed, then this all the containers with a text and all. Okay, so this is the complete onboarding screen that you can see. Now once they have just designed our onboarding screen, now the next step is that a home page or input screen where the user will enter the goal, wake up time, work hours and a main focus. Okay, okay, now let's create the page where the user will will input the goal, wake up time, work hours and main focus. Also add the generate plan button. Okay, so this is the thing that we have added. Now let's see. I'm going to send this. We are going to just wait. And this is the code that has been written by a Claude, and this is a setup screen code that you can see over here. Okay, so what I need to do is that here, once I click to this button, like this button, start building my routine, we just need to navigate the user to the setup screen. As you can see that the Claude has simply told me that here is the clean standalone step screen page. Here's everything inside it, how to navigate to it from your onboarding button. Okay, so let's copy this first, like navigator function, and we need to push the user to the setup screen page. So before that, let's create a new file name which is like in setup screen dot dart over here. So I'm going to just create this file first. Then once we create this file, now here what I need to do is that let's copy this complete stateful widget. So let's copy this directly and let's paste this over here. Okay, so this is what that I need to do. Okay, we are facing some error. It says that the name color is already defined, so we can just remove this. Okay, yeah, so let's save the file first. Then once we do this, as I've told you that we need to push the user. So here I need to move to that button. I think so this is the button, and in the on press method, let's pass this navigator function, something like this, and let's call our second setup screen page. Okay, something like this. Now it's done. Now let's hot restart the app, and I'm totally excited to see that what page that he have created, like in Claude AI has created. So I'm going to click to this, start building my routine, and it shows an error. I think so there is an overflow pixel error, and it says that render flex overflowed by 920 blah blah pixel. In my previous app also, the code is already written by Claude, but the main thing is that Claude doesn't follow the responsiveness. I've noticed one thing, like Claude doesn't follow the responsiveness. I've tried to copy the code in my last video as well, where we try to make the app by using a Claude code. We have copied the code and we have pasted in the VS code and try to run that code. We still face a overflow pixel error. So that's a clear thing that the Claude doesn't follow the responsiveness, as the responsiveness plays a main role when you are developing the app and testing the app on the multiple device. So I'm going to directly paste the error. I'm not going to use my brain. So I'll just copy and paste the error and we'll just tell the Claude that I'm facing this problem, right? So let's copy this, or let's take a screenshot of this, and we are going to attach this directly. Yeah, over here. Now I'm going to directly send this error and we'll tell the Claude to solve this. Two bugs visible color plus decoration using together on a container and a massive overflow. Let me find the fix both precisely. Okay. Found both bugs in line 223 to 8. Okay. There is a container problem and there is an overflow pixel error. So they're trying to rewrite the code again, as I can see over here, and we just need to wait. Okay. So the fix has been done. I guess the updated code. Okay, so this is the updated code. It's trying to get refreshed. Okay, so let's copy this code now back again, and we are going to replace this with the code and we'll check that again. Okay, so I'm going to replace the code something like this. Okay, so let's replace the code. Let's remove this as well. I don't know why is writing that again. Okay, so you can see that the error has been gone and it has shown this page, like personalize your routine AI. The AI uses this detail to build a routine made just for you. What's your main goal? Example, launch my side project by June. Okay, wake up time, I need to just edit the wake up time. Okay, so they have just added a clock feature where I can just select a time according to my wish, like at which time I simply wake up. I need to choose like work hours per day, like work hours. Okay, the main focus area: deep work, health, learning, creativity, family, and a side project. Okay, now generate my plan. Will simply going to create the plan. You can see that the design looks really great. And one more thing I can show you is that the main color that we have tried to use on this app is in purple. So the next screen that the Claude has created is totally on the same color. You can see that all the things has been created on the same color. So that's the plus one for a Claude, because this is what that app exactly look alike. Like we need to keep a main color of our app to be shown everywhere without adding a multiple colors in our app. So that's a main thing. I think so. It's real looks really great. Now let's tell the Claude to just create the another page where they are going to generate my plan. Okay. Now it's look great. So create the another page where you will just show the complete plan according to the fields. Okay, fields I have submitted. You just need to use a Claude AI API to do that. Also create the design very well. Okay, so this is the prompt that I'm going to send, and we'll just wait and we are going to see what result we get right now. Okay, so it's working on the reading the skill for the product self knowledge to check the API details. Okay, so we are going to use a Claude API or the Anthropic API to just get the daily routine. Okay, so it's trying to first write a code that I can see over here. So we just need to wait until it write a complete code. Okay, so he has just wrote a complete code over here. Now they have told me to add this package. So let's copy this package and let's move to the perspec.ml file and just paste this package something over here. Okay, so this is the first thing. Now the second thing is they told me that again add this navigator function in generate my plan. So let's move to the setup screen, and where they have just added the button, let's move. Okay, so this is what that I can see, a row over here, but where is the button? So here I'm going to just wrap up this row with a widget, and in here I'm going to just write a gesture detector, and in the on tap method I'm going to paste this code, something like this. Okay, and let's add the plan screen. So let's create a new file, plan screen screen dot dot, and let's copy the code from here. Let's directly paste this over here, and in the setup screen now I can simply call this. I guess that's much better, but we are facing something like actually it can't be passed over here. Maybe we need to pass at some other location. Let me see. So here you can see that I've just asked a Claude, like I can't found a navigator function like where to add. So I'm paste the code and I've told the Claude that tell me exact location where I need to add this. So they told me that you just need to change a validate function. So I've just changed the validate function over here, and this is what that they have told me to do. And in the plan screen they have told me to use an Anthropic API key. So use an Anthropic API key over here. Don't leave it exactly, otherwise you won't get anything from an API. So you just need to copy the API key from your Anthropic website and you just need to paste it over here. Okay, now let me do that and we'll test that, and we need to see that what result we'll get. Okay, so I've tried to paste that API key. Now I'm going to hot restart the app and let's see. Now I'm going to click to the start building my routine. And what's your main goal? I want to learn Flutter today. Okay, so I'm writing like this. Now wake up time, my wake up time I'm going to set it up to like 7:30 a.m. and then I'm going to work hours per day, maybe up to 6. We can keep it up to 6. Okay, now you can see that it shows a different color, and okay, so that's really great. Up to 6 it shows a green color, and if it is more than 10 hours then it shows a red color. I don't know why they are showing that something like this. Now the main focus areas like deep work, health, learning, creativity and family. I'll just choose a learning and will click to this generate my AI plan. Okay, now tap to this exactly and let's see what result we get. I also need to check that if we face any error or something, right? Okay, nothing is working. Okay, they're trying to now build the plan. Building your plan, Cloud AI is crafting a personalized daily routine just for you, analyzing your goal, scheduling a focus block, optimizing energy levels, adding a finishing touches. Now you can see that how they have shown the UI. That looks really great because I didn't expect something like that. They tried to just show that in an animated thing that something is really loading on the back end. Now this is the thing, and we just land to this page, and here you can see that it has written like every expert was one beginner who refused to give up. Okay, so they have just passed the motivation line as well. Flutter mastery mission starts today. Okay, great. 7:30 a.m. 6-hour work and learning. Your goal, I want to learn Flutter today. Your daily schedule, 7:30 a.m. rise and energize. Start with light stretches, hydration to prepare your brain for intensive learning ahead. 8 a.m. Flutter environment setup, install the Flutter SDK. Okay, 10 a.m. Flutter fundamental. Okay, study widgets, state management basic, build your first Hello World Flutter app. Then 12 p.m. active break walk. Okay, they are telling me to take some break walk as well. Then 12:30 mindful lunch. Okay, 1:30 p.m. hands on Flutter building, code on a simple counter app. Okay, Flutter UI components 3:30, 5:30 code review session, 6:30 they are telling me dinner and reflection, 9 p.m. general wind down, read the Flutter documentation lightly or watch the Flutter tutorials passively before sleep. Pro tip, focus on building small and functional apps rather than just watching the tutorials. Flutter learning accelerates dramatically through the hands-on coding practice. That's true. Okay, so this is what that the complete plan that has been given by Claude, and this is like a really good UI that you can see that the Claude has created. Now the animation, the border radius that has been provided to the containers, you can see that the different colors, icons, all the things looks really great. This is totally plus one for a Claude. There's also pass a pro tip, like if you want some pro tip as well, they have passed some motivation line. That's a totally a best thing that I can see from the Claude. Like they tried to create the app with a single color, which is a purple. I mean the main color of the app. They tried to use the main color of our app, which is like in purple. The theme is totally white and it is a light theme. I've in the starting I've shown you that they try to use a dark theme again and again. So this time I've told them to use a light theme. Now this is the app that has been completely been created by a Claude. Now don't need to worry that I am going to stop that video right now. No, I am going to tell you that how this all the things are working on the behind. So for example, if you want to simply change the code, you can do that. So I need to move to the plan screen dart, and here what I need to do is that I need to simply move to the API call that has been done. Now this is the complete fetch plan function that has been called. Now here it has written the complete thing like how the API will going to work. Now this is the main thing, which is a prompt. I have explained you our prompt many times. Now they have wrote the prompt like you are an expert productivity coach and a daily planner. Create a detailed personalized daily routine for someone with this detail. So we have just passed a goal, wake up time, work hour per day, main focus area, and according to that only the AI will just give us the result. Return only valid JSON object, no markdown, no extra text with the extra structure. Okay, you already know that once we use any API key, they try to just give us the result in the form of a different star hashtag. So they use us mainly a special character. So if we show the result in a special character, it doesn't look good over here. So that's why we have just passed on the prompt that no markdown, no extra text. Okay, headline, a short punchy headline for their day, max 6 words. You can see that they can use just only a maximum 6 words, and they try to tell that use some motivation lines as a headline that the Claude has done over here. Motivational quote, they are told that use a motivational quote, and block, time, title, description, emoji, and a category. So this is how the block will be shown with the time, the title, description, emoji, and the category. So this is what that has been shown. And the tip, it has also told that write a tip one schedule for their goal and focus area up to 1 to 2 sentence. Okay, so that's why you can see the pro tip over here. Include 8 to 10 blocks covering the full day from wake up to wind down. Be specific, practical, and tailored to the goal. So this is what you can see that in the prompt it has written the exact thing that the developer is looking for, and that's why we got that result. Now if you miss anything on the prompt, you won't see the result from an AI. So that's why I tell you that when you want to get a perfect thing from an AI, you need to write an exact prompt. Now writing a prompt is also very necessary. Now if you want to know really about how to write a prompt and how to be really perfect on doing an API call by an AI, so I've already created a complete Flutter course on AI. You can simply see the link in the description box and in the comment box as well. You can just tap to that link and you can redirect to an Udemy and can get that course. Okay, now that course will be really helpful for you to learn an AI and be a pro in a Flutter, and how you can just write a different prompt and can get the result from an AI, because prompt plays a big role. Without knowing how to write a prompt, you can't create an app by using an AI. That's clear, right? Now this is the thing, and it has wrote a simple things like how to JSON decode and how to use a map. On that course I've explained this all the things in a much easier way, so that you can get to know like how you can use that. Now they have used a Sonnet version. As I've told you, the Sonnet is best for an app. Haiku and Opus is like, Haiku is low in budget but it's not good. Opus is very high in budget, so it's best to use a Sonnet, right? Now this is for this video. If you like the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, because I'm noticing that while many of you are watching our videos but haven't hit that like and subscribe button. Now show your support by hitting that like and subscribe button, and if you have any awesome idea, let me know in the comment box. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.